So I just got back from the thrift store. I didn't really have that many t-shirts and stuff for summer, so I just picked up a couple things. I didn't really want to be there long. I was just trying to get like essentials. So I got, ooh, that's not a good angle. So I'm just gonna run through everything super quickly. So yeah, I just got this. I'm gonna cut the sleeves off of it so it's a tank top. I'm gonna crop it. Same with this. It's got a little sun. This is probably gonna be a sleep shirt for the summer. It's just a little, I love Jurassic Park. If somebody knows what that says at the bottom, tell me. I got this. I just realized my blanket is in the corner. Okay. This is just very lightweight. Throw it on, a little more coverage. And this is like my summer fancy long sleeve. So yeah, a lot of my summer shirts that I have now are very tight because they were from when I was trying to convince myself I was just a girl, and they make me feel very dysphoric, and I just kind of realized that when I was shopping lately. So I don't know, I just wanted to show you guys that in case there's any other non-binary trans masc people out there who want to see another one of us just doing our thing. That's what I'm doing. Oh, I also got 2 energy drinks, the local deli. So I got one that I've never tried before, and then I got the watermelon. Watermelon. Almost there. I wanted to talk a little bit about, because this video, I've just been filming a lot of clips over the last few months, and when I was looking back at all of them, I was thinking to myself, oh, it feels like capturing that transition of spring into summer. And for me, that's come with a lot of other changes as well. I feel like this time period of this changing of seasons has really been the time when I've started to feel comfortable here in New York City, and I feel like I've found my creative rhythm again, in a sense. I think it just feels really special that this change is happening with the changing of the seasons, and I feel like I'm moving into this state of freedom, and I know that summer represents freedom for a lot of people, but I also wanted to talk about how I feel like I keep getting reminded of this same lesson over and over again. And I really feel like this lesson always comes to me in the springtime. I don't know if it's because the winters are difficult, and then like I finally relearn this lesson again in the wait, am I tripping, or do I low-key have biceps? I think I might be tripping. Ever, don't come for me. Every spring I feel like the universe teaches me the same lesson. Again, I don't know if it's because the winters are really hard and then I finally come back to myself in the spring, but it's a very common theme in my life, and I think in a lot of people's lives, and it's trusting myself. And time again, I stop trusting myself. I start doubting myself. I start bullying myself and taking things way too seriously. And then I have to relearn that lesson again. And I'll give you guys an example, and like I'll give you like a small example and then a big example. So a small example, and this might be TMI for some of you, whatever, but I get really bad periods. Some of you people with vaginas might relate, but I just get extremely bad cramps to the point where I can't do anything except have a heating pad on me, and I get really tired, like super duper lethargic. And I had a week where I was judging myself really hard for being so tired, and there didn't really seem to be an answer. And I was just like, why can't you just get your shit together and like have more energy and push through your exhaustion and just keep doing stuff? And then lo and behold, my period came a week early, and that's what my body had been trying to tell me, is that it needed rest, because it knew better than I did. It knew that what I didn't, which was that it needed that rest, and it needed, because I was thinking on like my brain's schedule of like, oh, I know it always comes this week, but my body was trying to tell me like, hey, no, it's actually coming early. But instead I was just mean to myself when I didn't need to be. You know what I mean? You never need to be mean to yourself. Like it's okay to push yourself, but being mean to yourself is not going to do anything. Because like, would you listen to someone that was mean to you? No. And I just feel like again and again, the universe teaches me that lesson where it's like, I need to just start trusting my gut, and my brain gets so scared that everything I do is wrong, that I'm being lazy, that every time I choose to rest, it's for a bad reason, or every time I don't want to do something, would rather do something else instead, that's just me trying to escape. And like, for me, that's not the truth. Like, the truth is my intuition knows what's up, and I'm a lot happier when I just follow it. And yeah, I feel like in the springtime, I always have this realization that I can trust myself, and listening to myself makes me happier. And then I forget it again. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of a bigger example now. Like, creatively speaking, I'm not someone that can force myself to work on one project and be like, okay, like I have to push myself to finish. Like, that's just not how my brain works. Like, sometimes, yes, if I'm really close to the end of something, I might need a little push, but like, if my brain suddenly doesn't feel like practicing drawing, and that's what I've been trying to force myself to do, and my brain wants to write, like, I should just be happy that my brain wants to write and let myself do that, you know, instead of being like, this isn't what I planned, so I'm just gonna be upset about it. I should be like, okay, well, I'm happy that I can listen to myself and figure out what I really want to do. I feel like I'm explaining this really badly, but essentially I just like judge myself without even thinking about why I might want to do the things I might want to do. And I assume that it's like whatever my intuition is telling me is like the worst thing ever, when it's really not. And I can just listen to myself and it will all be okay. And I end up happier, and it all gets done. I have so much anxiety that if I don't do something when I planned it, that it'll never get done. And that's not true, because I know that I'm on top of my shit and that everything gets done. When I listen to myself, things usually end up being better quality anyway, because I end up doing it when I actually want to do it. Let me know if you relate to that. I feel like it comes from, for me, I feel like that comes from the fact that my brain is like so I don't want to say unstable, that's not the word. It's just very it's not routine. It's not, I I can't stick to one thing and be like, okay, this is what I have to do in order to get the most out of myself. What I like to do and what I need changes every single week, every single day, just because of the way my energy levels work, depending on my health, depending on like how my medications are interacting with my body. And I feel like I need to freaking grow up and learn to respect that, because I'm so stuck in this idea that everything I do is an excuse, when I feel like it's my anxiety telling me that, and I really need to just listen to myself, because it's not an excuse, it's my body and my brain telling me what it wants to do. And I feel like I've finally accepted the fact that I am not a person who can follow a rigorous schedule and do the same things every week, that I just need to follow my gut, because that's how I get the most stuff done, and that's how I get the best quality stuff done. So yeah, I don't know if that made any sense, but essentially every spring, every so often, I get taught this lesson, and so I thought it would be important to put in this video because I just learned it again. And I'm sure the universe is like, can you actually keep it in your head this time? And I really hope I can. Maybe by talking about it out loud, I will cement it in my brain. But I think it's just gonna come down to a daily practice of listening to my brain and questioning, why did I tell myself no about that? Why did I get mad at myself for that? Why am I frustrated about this? And thinking about, is it really a big deal? Or is it okay to just let myself do what my brain or my body is telling me to do? My gut. Right. So yeah, that's that. That was just what I wanted to talk about a little bit this video, because it's been like a big theme for me lately. And the thing is that when I'm following my intuition, like, I'm a better friend too. When I'm not constantly beating myself up, I'm a better friend, I'm a better child to my parents, I'm a better worker. I'm, you know, like listening to myself ultimately makes so many things better, and I don't know how I convince myself that it's the wrong move, and I do it every single time. Maybe my brain is just wired that way, to like assume that everybody else is doing the right thing and I'm doing the wrong thing, and that I need to constantly compare and worry. But that's just not true. Like, everybody's their own person. I don't know why I act like everybody else is like God, you know, like everybody else has all the answers but me, and that's just not true. We're all equal components of the universe with our own limited understandings and lessons and teachings that we have to offer based on our life experiences. And that's it. Nobody's God. Nobody has all the answers. And I don't know why I assume that to be true. And why do I assume that about myself? Because I feel like I assume that I need to have all the answers too, and that I need to have everything together. And it's like, I have a lot going for myself. I don't know why I need to focus on those things instead of everything that I've already accomplished and that I'm already doing. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm young. Maybe it's because, I don't know, I'm just going through a new experience. But yeah, wish me luck. I really hope the lesson sticks this time. Let me know if you have a similar problem, or if your brain works the same way, or how you like to live your life and what works for you. I love to hear about that. I love hearing about what works for other people and what routines people have, and just how everyone balances their intuition and their brain. I think that that's really interesting, and I'd like to get better at being able to be interested in what other people are doing without feeling bad about what I'm doing. Okay, that's all I wanted to ramble about. So let's get back to the vlog.
Should we do past, present, and future readings?
Yeah.
Okay, you can put your book away. They don't want to be too pushy. Will you help me? You're being not helpful.
Oh.
I kind of can't believe the beach is free.
I know, it's amazing.